Good morning to you. Yeah, we have some multiple fives. Not too many. 3 going on today. Diverse shaking. Don't worry. Should shake up a little more. Just wanted to point out we're having some up over here today. I can't even make my map move because I just can't do it. It's the way it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't seem to get it anywheres. Right here in Texas. Okay. So we're having quakes, multiple per day. Before we weren't having multiple fives a day, but we are now. And that's just old news, isn't it? Well, this is why. Uh-oh. I gotta reload this one. That might go poorly. We'll see. This wall gives me a hard time traditionally. Now, it looks like the Schumann may be spiking today. Just saying. Yeah, I'm making coffee. Here we go. A little bit of activity behind us. That's a planet. There's your squishy Schumann. Cherenkov radiation buildup. Got polarity fucking all over the map. I just woke up, so I'm still a little congested. Happens to be that with this corona thing, you tend to wake up the next morning a little worse than when you went to bed. You got to rework it. Rework those lungs. Get that volume back up. It's an evil, vile thing they've released on us. All right. So we got quakes. We got fires. The fires here started reporting these about 8 months ago. They started getting crazy. And we had a attention-grabbing fool trying to tell us these were hot spots I was reporting. I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, turns out that after time, you can see that I was not reporting hot spots. The fucking tundra's on fire. The peat bogs are on fire. Asia's on fire. And we're still on fire over here. Abnormally. Because of extra microwave radiation from these suns that are coming into our solar system affecting us. They tilted our planet. And now the sky is doing new tricks. Your moon is doing a 180-degree roll in your sky every day. Now, you can see this clearly with your own eyes. And we got this cat over here, evilee, screaming, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Nothing to see here. Well, one of the largest events in human history happened. And the man is drawing attention to himself rather than allowing the fact of observation to tell his friends and family that indeed our planet tilted onto its side and you might want to fucking put your head on a swivel and look around. Might want to gather some food and rice. Might want to get yourself ready for what's coming. But no, it's all about evilly fucking misleading people. And so I'm like, man, this is a sick individual doing this. And the man said his whole family had been jacked. And I'm like, well, if you'd have spent half the time that you spent on me producing lies, dude, calling me names, you may have saved a family member or two, but you didn't. So we'll never know. But I decided to actually look at this narcissist shit. Are you kidding me? That is definitely not me. They'd be talking about how I care about my appearance. And have you looked at me? And over here on this channel, a lot of these findings aren't mine. And I tell people, they're not mine, they're ours. We have discovered this new information that was written on an old wall together. I didn't do it all. This doesn't have anything to do with me. You can observe there's a planet in your sky that you can see every night. If you have a clear sky, you're going to look in your north horizon and get vertigo. If you're like me, I get vertigo. It's huge. I feel like I'm standing on the ceiling. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm pointing out the fact that we have planets behind us, and that's why our planet tilted, thus making the sky roll. Orion clearly rising on his back, our moon clearly doing a cartwheel. Now, I stood down in 2014 when I reported those facts to a senator and got the answer back. Yes, we're killing 3/4 of the goddamn population so they can't get in our bunkers. Would you like one for you and your son? And I replied, no. I've been up here pointing at the moon ever since, trying to get people to actually honestly watch it for themselves. It is a phenomenon that is new to Earth, planet Earth, and who would I be to hold it to myself? I felt the need to let everybody know, because not everybody is trained the way I was in naval navigation, because I drove the USS Texas. It's a guided nuclear missile cruiser around the globe. And they taught me little tricks like how to use the moon to tell where I'm at on the planet. Now, Lee has never had that training, yet he seems confident that I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know what convinced him of that, because observations, even when Lee was trying to do it with his own camera, showed that the moon's doing cartwheels, and he stopped doing it that way. So now that makes me wonder, does Lee know he's lying? I think he might. That puts it in the evil category. And I think well beyond narcissist. The man's doing people harm. It's a harmful thing. And that probably coming from intent to harm human beings. And then you got to really reflect on that and be like, yeah, dude, it's your fault. Your family's sick. You could have saved them. You could have alerted them. But no, you were over here busy lying on your back, lying to people, making it look like the moon's not doing cartwheels with pictures tied to a wire. Well, anybody that can watch that video and take to account to their heart that, oh, okay, the sky must not be rolling, I'm never going to look, has everything, every little bit of misery they have coming. That's just all there is to that. If you can't look at it yourself and you're going to take my word for it, or evilee word for it, you're messing up. Because this is a phenomenon in your sky you can witness. It ain't never happened since the so-called days of Noah. Who are you to not look? Are you a narcissist? I don't know. I'm reading this definition of narcissism. None of it fits me. I'd rather not have attention. I'd rather you look at the moon and your magnet, and that's it. So there you go. I don't really give a fuck what I look like. My hairdo is always Einsteinian. My jeans are dirty there, Lee. I made you a video, sweetheart. I had to put it on private because my little pubes are in there. I wanted to make sure you could inspect my cock too, bud. Keep watching it. Anyways, I wanted to cover that because I never used the word narcissist. And come to find out, People that use the word narcissist are usually a narcissist. I'm studying this, and the phenomena is funny to me. I'm finding it funny reading this shit. I'm like, this is Lee in a nutshell. Evilee. No longer will I call him scientifically. He earned the name evilee. He earned that. He's done nothing but evil on video, trying to debunk creation, creator. He does everything in the Bible tells you not to do. I'm like, this guy. Then he claims Jesus. He claims superiority, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I have no other conclusion than Lee is actually an evil, narcissistic, lying fuck. And that's just where it is. So, my friend, look at yourself and look at what you're doing. You're doing harm to others, Lee. You're doing harm to others in lying to people about your sky. It's the biggest thing that's ever happened to humanity. How dare you, dude? How dare you rob people of the opportunity to fucking know something important about themselves and about what's going on in the world? Now, we have a magnet in our chest, and with that magnet comes magnetic properties. Human beings are capable of doing a lot of things that you will sit here and deny. That is another whole branch of, you're a sad, sad man. Drawing attention to yourself, pointing fucking fingers and calling names at real scientific results, at real scientific fact. You got a magnet, you're entangled with everything in existence. Science says you can manipulate things with your field coming out of your hands very clearly. So if you don't want to participate in being a human being, that's fine. But do you have to mislead people to their death, dude? That's pretty fucking evil, Lee.